Welcome to LC Coin World, your destination for everything related to coin collecting and numismatics. Today, we'll explore the fascinating 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin. We'll discuss its historical significance, the features of the coin, minting details, errors, and of course, its value. This coin, though small in denomination, holds a rich legacy in Canadian history. Let's dive right in. Historical background of the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin. The Canadian 1-cent coin, also known as the penny, has long been a staple in Canadian currency. Since its introduction in 1858, its design evolved over the years, reflecting the country's changing history and monarchy. The 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin comes from a period when the penny was still widely used for everyday transactions, long before Canada stopped minting the coin in 2012. Due to the rising cost of production and diminishing purchasing power. In 1976, the coin was minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring her image on the obverse front side, as had been customary since she ascended to the throne in 1952. This period marks an important era in Canadian history as the country was steadily building its identity separate from its colonial past, yet still reflecting the British monarchy. The Canadian penny was not only essential for commerce, but it also played a role in Canadian culture, often being associated with luck and traditions like penny drives. However, as inflation rose, the value of the penny diminished, making the 1976 penny a relic of a bygone era, especially after its phase-out in 2012. Design features of the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin. The design of the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin is simple yet iconic. It continued the designs introduced in earlier years, making it familiar to Canadians for decades. The obverse side of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the reigning monarch at the time. This portrait was designed by Arnold Machin and is often referred to as the second portrait of the Queen. It depicts her in a youthful, yet regal manner, without a crown, which is a departure from more traditional, older portrayals of monarchs. Around the portrait, the inscription reads, Elizabeth to DG Regina, which stands for Elizabeth II. By the grace of God, Queen. The portrait remained consistent on Canadian pennies from 1965 to 1979, making this design familiar to collectors and everyday users alike. The reverse side of the 1976 Canadian penny features the classic maple leaf design, symbolizing Canada's natural beauty and national pride. This design was created by Canadian artist G. Kruger Gray and had been used on Canadian pennies since 1937. Two maple leaves, attached to a small twig, are prominently displayed in the center of the coin, emphasizing Canada's national symbol. The denomination 1 cent is inscribed just below the maple leaves, along with the year 1976. The word Canada is written along the top edge of the reverse side, reminding collectors and users alike of the coin's origin. Minting information. In 1976, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a large number of pennies to meet the demands of a growing economy. The coin was minted in both Ottawa and Winnipeg, the primary minting locations for Canadian coins at the time. Specifications. The 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin is made of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc, reflecting a long-standing tradition of using copper for pennies. This composition gives the coin its distinct reddish-brown hue. Weight. The coin weighs 3.24 grams. Diameter. The diameter of the 1976 penny is 19.05 millimeters. The edge of the coin is smooth, which was typical of most pennies. Mintage. The total mintage of the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin is around 508,104,000, making it a fairly common coin for collectors. Though minted in large quantities, the 1976 penny holds historical and sentimental value, especially now that the penny is no longer produced. while the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin doesn't have many known major errors. There are occasional variations that collectors may find valuable. This error occurs when the die used to mint the coin develops cracks, leaving raised lines on the coin's surface. Die cracks can increase the value of the coin, depending on their size and placement. When a coin is struck off-center, it results in an incomplete or misaligned design, while off-center strikes are not very common. In the 1976 penny, finding one could significantly boost its value. Coins that are struck on flawed planchets, the blank metal discs used to mint coins, can exhibit unusual marks or deformations, making them desirable to error coin collectors. If you happen to come across any error coins from 1976, it's a good idea to have them professionally graded, as errors can increase a coin's value substantially. Value of the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin. In circulated condition, the 1976 Canadian penny holds minimal value above its face value due to the large number of coins minted. However, for collectors seeking uncirculated or mint state coins, the value can be slightly higher. Circulated condition. Pennies that have been in circulation show signs of wear, and typically, they are worth their face value of 1 cent. Today, we dive into the fascinating world of the 1995 Washington quarter. This coin, part of a long-standing series featuring the first president of the United States, George Washington, has a rich history that reflects the evolution of American coinage. In this video, we'll explore the 1995 Washington quarter's design, production details, historical significance, and current market value, giving you a full understanding of why this quarter is important to collectors and enthusiasts alike. A brief history. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932. Initially introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the original design was created by John Flanagan and remains a staple of American coinage to this day. In 1995, the Washington quarter still retained its classic look, featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Over the years, the Washington quarter has gone through design and metal composition changes, but the 1995 edition holds to tradition, representing an important era before the state quarter program began in 1999. Specifications and composition of the 1995 Washington quarter. The 1995 Washington quarter is composed primarily of copper, with a cladding of 75% copper and 25% nickel on the surface. Diameter 24.3 m, weight 5.67 grams. The obverse of the 1995 Washington quarter, like all quarters from the series, features a profile portrait of George Washington. John Flanagan's design showcases Washington's bust in a left-facing profile, with the words, "Liberty" above and the phrase, "In God We Trust," on the left. The mint mark is located on the right side of Washington's neck, directly below the date. The reverse depicts an American eagle, wings spread out, with a bundle of arrows in its talons. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions, United States of America and E Pluribus Unum, with $quarter at the bottom. This eagle design has been a long-standing feature of the Washington quarter, symbolizing strength and unity. Mintage and mint marks and San Francisco's mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which are specially struck for collectors and feature a sharper, more detailed image with a shiny, mirror-like finish. Philadelphia, p. 1,004,336,000 coins. Denver D1133450000 coins. San Francisco's proof 2,545,000 coins. With a combined mintage of over 2 billion coins, the 1995 Washington quarter is not considered rare, but coins in high grades or proof condition can still hold significant value. Value of the 1995 Washington quarter. While most 1995 Washington quarters in circulated condition are worth their face value of 25 cents, there are certain conditions and quarters that are in mint state, meaning they have not been circulated and show no signs of wear, can be worth more. For example, a 1995 P or D quarter in condition can fetch around $8 to $10. Coins graded can be worth as much as $50 or more, depending on the demand. The 1995 seconds proof. Occasionally, error coins are produced during the minting process, such as double die obverses or off-center strikes. These errors are rare and can significantly increase the value of the coin. A double die error on a 1995 Washington quarter, for example, could raise its value to hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Collecting the 1995 Washington quarter. For collectors, the 1995 Washington quarter represents an interesting piece of U.S. coin history. It was one of the last coins to feature the traditional eagle reverse before the state quarters series began in 1999. Collectors interested in the Washington quarter series often seek out high-grade examples from this year, especially in mint state or proof condition. The widespread production of these quarters makes them relatively easy to find in circulation, but finding one in pristine condition is more challenging. Some collectors also look for complete sets of Washington quarters, which would include a 1995 quarter from each of the three mints P, D, and S. Proof coins, especially from the San Francisco Mint, are also popular among collectors for their sharp details and attractive appearance. The legacy of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter series has been one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Its simple, yet powerful design has made it a beloved coin among collectors and the general public alike. The 1995 Washington quarter, while not particularly rare, is part of this long-standing legacy. For younger collectors, the 1995 Washington quarter can serve as an introduction to the world of numismatics, representing a time when the U.S. Mint was about to embark on a new era of quarter designs with the state quarters. For seasoned collectors, it provides an opportunity to complete a set of pre-1999 Washington quarters, or to seek out high-grade or proof versions of the coin. Conclusion. In summary, the 1995 Washington quarter is a significant part of American coin history, representing the final years before the introduction of the state quarter series. While common in circulation, high-grade versions, proof coins, and error coins can carry added value for collectors. Its design, historical significance, and value in the numismatic world make it an important piece for any collector interested in U.S. coinage. Thank you for joining us on LC Coin World as we explored the 1995 Washington quarter. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the fascinating world of coins, their history, and their value. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your favorite coin.